deviated a bit. We're kind of going down here. I'm trying to get to like trying to find the next biome by the next night. Hopefully. Mind you, we had a heap of technical difficulties and I started later, so we're going to be going a bit later tonight. Is that the standard church? That's the old church. I'll see if I can get some more honey too. Wasn't far off then. I checked and thought you meant Outward. It's funny, both games dishes are a big staple. Oh yeah. I've seen Outward, looks interesting. I think I've looked at Outward too, but I can't like remember it off the top of my head what it is. Like I've seen a few games recently and my brain is just mushing them all together, unfortunately. But yeah, this is another little I might actually walk through here actually. So this would be the church that has the it's all boarded up, but I think whoa shit. I didn't realize I was still holding down W and I just had like the biggest mindfuck of why am I still moving? Oh, that was great. Anyway, it's okay. For everybody that drives a car, anybody that's ever like parked the vehicle and had the car beside you reverse as you've parked, it was that feeling exactly. Also, Azula just hopped down off the desk. That's what all the cricky cracking of the desk was. And also my mouse moving around like wobbling a heap. Hello. I feel like your shirt is so much vibranter green in this version, and I love the shade. I really do. It's like, not like forest green or emerald green or anything like that. Like, just a good shade. But yeah, anyway. I will little black dress. Hold on. Where are we? There we go. Thank you, Mitsu. If anybody wants to put like a hair color in combination for that, go for it. And also out of interest, since I was talking about like the Kitty Venus avatar earlier, that also works with like all the outfits and hair colors and stuff. So whatever I'm pre-changed into before I change, it will change with me and shit. So yeah. Also, I missed you playing, was it Dusk? I think it was. I was so fucking asleep. And I got up today and I'm like, wait a minute. I saw like a notification in Blue Sky that Andre said he'd like been playing, I think Dusk with you. And then I'm like, where's my fucking notifications phone? Like we were talking about this earlier tonight, that the Twitch notifications aren't working properly because I have not been getting people's notifications. Some people I had to like turn off notifications because they were going live so frequently that it was flattening my phone. But other people, I'm not getting notifications till like an hour later or like a day later. And it's really, really bad. So I missed like a whole heap of stuff. Mind you, Sunday, I was also extremely incapacitated. So if somebody was live on Sunday, I was not conscious enough to like even be there. So what is that another fucking Shamway? Shotgun Messiah? Hold on, we gotta go find out what this building is. There's another blue one. We're not in the same town, are we? No, new town. Interesting. I feel like these towns are just laid out better in this version. I really do. Mind you, 18 had like full body crawlers and that was cool, but I like the placement of the buildings and shit and like the variety of like you don't just get like, oh, it's a whole suburb and a whole other area is all industrial. No, this is a bit of a mix and match. You got a drive-through, you got a couple of churches, you've got like some oil factory things, like a paper mill, a school, some houses. Fuck knows what that is. Let's go find out. There's junkyard. I don't see junkyards in the other ones that much, or they're like shit now. So it's been nice. What else? Oh yeah, hydrate. Hold on. I don't think that zombie was too close to me. I should be able to hydrate. Hold up. Thank you, Shadow. Yeah, no, I'll keep trying to hydrate and shit. I need that. I need to kind of like finish, honestly, my 1.5 liter water bottle, and I'm about halfway. So I kind of want to, like, it doesn't have to be finished by the end of stream, but I definitely need to probably finish it by like 3-ish a.m. for all the medicines and shit that I had. So yeah, that'll help. I don't know what, this looks like 2 sets of buildings. This is Shamway and Shotgun Messiah. Oh my god, it's the... I was going to say it's the borderline holy grail of the 2 big ones together. I am prawning like shit, actually, Nuke. I got so excited I started prawning. Caught in real time. God damn. That doesn't happen very often. I also only have shit water, unfortunately. But yeah, look at this. We've got like full tier mega Shotgun Messiah. The POI, this is what I used to sit on. Okay, so I used to sit out in the desert on those like random ass pillars that were like poorly spawned because random gen maps back here kind of didn't know what to do with roads and ground and stuff, so it would often like just make giant spikes. And then this building was the other one. I used to sit like, not necessarily at the top of that, but I think at the top of that one, where I'd plant myself on the side of this wall where zombies could not get to me because there was no way to get to me. They weren't smart enough to path up. Actually, there's a good chance I sat on top of Shamway too. Same sort of thing. Like, you'd be safe up on this. And the zombies are so fucking dumb. They can't find you. They can't figure out how to path to you. Oh man, this is beautiful. This is really magnificent. I like this so much more. Like, it feels full and vibrant and like people existed here or lived here, you know? That kind of thing. I played that last night. Same for me too. Oh yeah. I have to do some chores. I might be back later. No worries, however. I'll be here tomorrow with RimWorld. So they'll be there. I also like these buildings too. I love doing Blood Moon up on the corners of these too. Because they're safe as shit. As long as you like get away some of this middle stuff. These are great for sitting on as well. No worries, Mitsu. By all means, look. I have gone like off track like so far, but like calm down, love. Let's go this way. This town is so great. What else did I miss? Adding Fave Streamer to Discord for boops. What? I think I missed something there. Same for me too, have chores. I've been adding Fave Streamer to Discord for boops. It feels more like Town Smackdown and grown. Yeah, it does feel like a town that like started to blossom into like a community and stuff. It generally feels like that, whereas the other ones just feel like isolated suburbs that were kind of like quarantined, and it just doesn't feel right. I also don't want to go too far into the desert. This is all desert. Wow, okay. What is this, a half desert, half green biome? Like, I'm not mad, that's creative as shit on its own, but like, I don't really want to do both desert and that. If I have to, if this is all... Okay, hold on. Okay, this should be ocean over here. Okay, I'm going... What's my thing? Okay, let's go straight across the map. This is when you wish you had like a vehicle or could like fly or some shit like that. Was it instead of pre-made and copied? I do feel like a lot of the modern day maps do feel like a sample selection build. Like, it feels like they've built a bunch of houses in a set order, and then they copy paste that entire town, and they go and like put splotches of them around the map in just like very slight rotation. Not like rotating the house placements, as in like rotating the direction that you entered the town and stuff. Like, I feel like they lost a lot of creativity with the towns. This is one of the things that I didn't actually address last week about why I'm not playing 2.0, is that I've found that at least since 20, that apart from the fact that I was stuck on like the Navigane maps, right? Because that's what they kind of like went to as like all the maps, just that one. I find that I know that map so much, I'm bored to bits with it. I long for playing other maps or random maps and stuff like that, and just seeing what gets generated and what bullshit am I dealing with this time kind of thing. Or, you know, the driveway that's borderline fucking vertical out of the blue, because why not? You know, that stuff I live for in this game. But yeah, no, I find that like, you know how like as we've been roaming around, like let me bring some stuff up for you guys that haven't seen it so far. Where were we earlier? We're down here. Okay, I started down here. Obviously we got attacked by a dog, but look at this bullshit with the roads, right? But also look at like the placement of the houses and the random buildings and the random businesses and stuff that were all through here, right? I would walk and I would find a house just randomly, or I'd find a business randomly, and then you got a town, And town's pretty rudimentary, that's fine and everything, but there was like a good variety of shit in there. Then there's another town, and they've got all sorts of shit. And then I've got like over here's a couple of little businesses, and then there's obviously some more there and some more random here, and wherever the fuck I am now, I'm over here. Like there's 2 clearly major buildings, which you can only get in the Wastelands now, for the most part, by the way. Because they're tier 5 or tier 6 POIs in the new versions. I mean, they also are here, but they also don't have the skulls that tell you that. Like, if I walk up to this building, let me walk up here, and you'll see that I think maybe the name of the place comes up. If that. Oh, shit. Oh, that nearly got me dead. I don't think it comes up, actually. No, okay, so I'm on this biome. It does not tell me what this building is, and it doesn't tell me how difficult this building might be. So when I go in here, it could be Wild Wests of who knows what the fuck. But obviously it's a church. And fuck knows what's over there. Some kind of log cabin, miscellaneous, who knows. Could be a house. And I don't know what's inside of it. You know, you go around and you find out. You go find out by going inside of it. Give me some of those berries. I gotta eat some stuff for a bit while we do a walk. So I'll keep going this way because all I'm finding on the other side of the map is desert and stuff, you know. What else? Any particular reason for the hydration? I just need more water because real. What do you mean because real? I just realized you get Steam summer sale during winter. That's funny. Do you know how much I hate that Steam does that? The opposite weather to what we're in sales. It actually like kind of pisses me off because like I'm somebody that's kind of like, you know how I know like Japanese culture is one for this, but like where like the seasons are kind of celebrated and acknowledged and stuff. Like Japan does like a lot where they do like special foods and like limited time events and stuff like that to celebrate their seasons and stuff. And I'm very much somebody that likes to acknowledge and like be in the season that I'm in when I'm in it. So for instance, when I'm in summer, I don't really like to have or see stuff like relative to winter around me. It makes me feel hot and uncomfortable and stuff. And when I'm in winter, I don't really like seeing like, you know, stuff related to summer, which is cooler and generally like wetter and all that sort of stuff or whatever. Because, you know, summer, beach, that kind of stuff, right? I also like to change my computer wallpapers, and I've done this ever since I was a teenager. Every single season, like as soon as I recognize that the season has changed, I change my wallpaper. I also celebrate like certain events, like I acknowledge what do you call it, like Christmas and New Year's. If I can remember when Easter is on, I change for like Easter wallpapers. I do Valentine's Day sometimes if I can remember it. More so, I like to change them up and have like a little bit of like in between time before like changing the next one. Like I like to put my summer ones on as soon as possible because we'll have Christmas and New Year's in there, you know, and also Valentine's Day in there. So I won't get to see my summer wallpapers as much as I do with winter and stuff, which by the way, I do need to change over my wallpapers. I just realized that I've got autumn still up and I'm like, I've been enjoying the warmth of how it looks compared to winter, and I haven't really cottoned on because I was looking at my calendar in my bedroom and it's got like a winter sort of theme to it, like blues and whites and shit, and I'm like I'm looking at it the other day, like back when I changed it over, right? And I was looking at it, I'm like, there's something about that. Like there's just something I'm not getting. There's just something I'm forgetting and I can't figure out what it is. I'm like, no, I figured it out. It's my computer wallpapers that I haven't changed over yet. Probably because in May I was really sick. June I've been kind of like recovering for that. I've just been like not focused and shit. I've had other stuff going on too, but yeah. And then all of a sudden we're in July. And it's like what part of winter's already passed. I need to get water. I might actually have to go to one of these little water sources and take a drink, but I've only got 20 health, so I don't know if I'll live. Mind you, if she hits me, I'll probably die as well. So the reason for the water is because I have had a really specifically horrid weekend. Um, like, as you guys know, I have like medical conditions and stuff like that. Well, I ended up having a intestinal blockage in my small intestine on Sunday, and I had to take like what do you call it? Like a combination of medicines and like chug like 3 liters of water to like get it all down and make it all break it down and like pass it through my body and stuff like that. And it basically was absolutely excruciating. My whole Sunday was like 20 plus odd hours of just like muscle spasms and horrid pain and stuff, like agonizing, truly agonizing pain. I haven't had that for like a long time. As part of like my Crohn's and stuff, I haven't experienced that for a few years. So it kind of came out of the blue, but I still had all the shit for it. It's just that like most of my medicines were like pretty much expired and stuff. But we were kind of getting to a point where Sunday afternoon we're looking to go to the hospital and like get it sorted out and stuff, just because of like the level of severe pain and stuff. But yeah, the medicines require like water to work, as well as also like helping like put pressure on it and move it and stuff. But the best way to kind of describe it for people that maybe don't have similar conditions or have never really had like intestinal muscle spasms and stuff like that. Do you know when you take like a drink of water or like a drink of like food or a gulp of food or like a drink of something, and it's too much volume for your throat and it feels like very hard to swallow, like painful the whole way down to your stomach? It's like that kind of pain, but also like the whole way, like the whole length through my intestines. So however many feet or meters or whatever the intestine system is. And it was like pretty close to my stomach up that end. So yeah, it took hours to like clear through me. So that was really horrible. That was my Sunday. So my Sunday was extremely grueling and exhausting and horribly painful. And yeah, as a result of it, like I do have like incredibly hydrated looking skin, but I also had to take more medicine today for it just to make sure everything's good. And that meant more water. So I didn't have to take as much because I didn't take the equivalent of what I had on Sunday, but it still requires me to have like 1.5 liters of water or whatever. So I'm down to about, I've got 700 mils left of my water bottle to go. And I've just got to finish that by probably 3 a.m. to be good. So I don't have to worry about like any strain on my kidneys or my liver or any of that kind of stuff, you know. But yeah, no, it was just really, really bad day Sunday. Usually when I'm having like something medical or in the event, I will hydrate. In the event of when we get to summer and I can't keep up with the hydration I need for my medicines, I will normally put a tag up to help keep me hydrated, because that way, like, you guys are also reminding me to take care of myself and stuff. I'm going to have a bit more water, so I'm just going to mute myself briefly. Hold on. All right. Now we've only got like 500 mil, 5.5. I can't really like chug my water bottle because of its design. It's very loud and slow. So yeah. Oh, this is the one where that gives me negative health. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to have to find some more eggs. Actually, do I have eggs? Yes. I have one. But yeah, shit like this happens occasionally. Like I said, I have a like list of medical conditions and stuff. And every so often something happens or something goes wrong. And I just have to deal with that and stuff. A lot of the time I have my own stuff on hand to deal with it from previous events back when my Crohn's was severe. And I had like I have previously been like almost dying from my condition. So we're in a great place right now. But yeah, I still have like a lot of stuff from those times, which is great. The only problem is a lot of them are like expired and stuff. This is a cool looking building, by the way. Yeah, a lot of them are expired, but they still work. Obviously, I do not recommend anybody use or take like expired medicine. And, you know, I also didn't read until today that I shouldn't have taken it with the amount of pain that I had. So, yeah. That's it right now. What are you right now on me? Unless I'm like, I don't know, Kitty Venusifying, I don't think I have to do that right now. Well, yeah, anyway. I didn't read like the medicine properly on Sunday, and that's my fault. I should have gotten Nick to read it realistically, but yeah, no, it said that I shouldn't have had it if I was like in the pain that I was in. So that was my fault. I probably didn't help. I probably also should have just gone straight to like a hospital or a doctor or something. I was pretty close to going to emergency on like the afternoon. I am very, very persistent for not going to the hospital when I'm supposed to, as we know from when I had COVID and I had like the lips going blue and stuff. Like we all know I'm not good for like actually going to a doctor. I will like most of the time, but these days it costs money. But yeah, hospitals, I drag my feet a lot with that. And I think it's mostly just from all the years of, you know, you go and see a doctor, you get dismissed, and then something gets worse, and then they find it's something, that kind of stuff. I have a lot of that in my past, so I just kind of expect to get dismissed. So I don't want to go in the first place because I just don't feel like being like having my situation belittled on top of it being horrible most of the time, which is pretty bad. But yeah, anyone who said that, really? I think I only said it after the fact, but that's okay. I still kind of like went off direction. I was going halfway across the map. Now I'm kind of going downwards. But I'm also, it's getting into the afternoon and I kind of need to find a house to shack up in. I don't think I can honestly make it that far. Hell, we were getting, I guess we just keep going sideways. I started turning downwards because I'm like, oh, I'm really far in the middle. I'm like, I should really just keep going sideways because I think that's going to be faster than going downwards. The map is like 800 by 800, I think. But if I'm already at like 4... Well, actually, it's 1,000, isn't it? If I'm at like about 4,000 in, I'm like halfway across the thing, whereas I think I'm closer to 300 on the top side of the map instead of... Actually, can I hit that? Yes, okay. I just had to check that I could collect it. But yeah. Anyway, stuff like that happens occasionally. I don't really have like any kind of reason not to talk about situations that occur like that. I know that in some cases it's too much information and maybe makes people squeamish and stuff, but at the same time it's my reality. And like I've had like a mostly pretty good year. I did get kind of like, I guess, exhausted during the build-a-thon because it was like a fortnight of 8 hours and then 8-hour streams and then 16 hours in total because I was doing editing and stuff afterwards. But beyond that, most of this year, even when I was sick and stuff, has been mostly manageable and stuff. I haven't had any big like health situations except for like, I think I was in hospital in April. So I guess it was that. Okay, so we've had like 2 health things this year. That's pretty good. We're only at half the year and we've only had 2. That's good for me. I also need to get a food. That would be... I think that's Belle's Bakery. I'm pretty sure this place in the backyard has food in the hut upstairs. I do like the fact that there should also be a dog in here somewhere, actually. Not if I can get up here first, because in this version the dogs can't climb ladders. I was expecting a food like a little spot of food, but a backpack will do. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. That's just gonna make me dehydrated. There's not that much point in me going through that. If I jump down, I'm gonna get hurt. I'm gonna have to go back down the ladder. Or not. Okay. And I can't get out this way. Alright. There's some solid-ass fences in this edition, though. I'll give you that much. It is nice. This is also a town, so I could shack up here for the night again. But, yeah. I don't think if this is a town here, I'm probably not going to come across, like, another one between here and out in the middle of the... Like, I might come across a random house, though. There are a couple places... Maybe. Now, I don't know about taking that risk, but maybe. I kind of want to keep moving because I don't feel like I've got to explore as much of this map. I feel like this one was maybe bigger than the last one. There should be... There's usually some kind of food in here. Let me just shut that. I know that guy's following me. I do like the fact that not... Look at this. It's already empty. I know it's stupid that I'm excited about this, but do you know how fun it is when you can fucking open something and it's not a guarantee that you are absolutely going to get food out of that, you know? I can loot a whole place and there's a chance that I can walk out of here with, like, nothing. There's also another zombie somewhere. Is he in here? Ah, fuck, I woke it up. Oh god, that scared me. It's also getting dark too. It's actually getting like legit dark and I'm wondering if this is going to be one of those really dark nights. Let me head over here. I'm seeing like a nice-ish wall. I don't know if that's a fence or a wall. It might be a fence. This one is a proper wall though. It's too short. A bear would get me on that easily. The roof of that house might be good. So, like, I love the fact that I'm sort of familiar with some of the buildings and some of them, like, I don't really know. Also, does this version have the shaggy trees? I haven't actually noticed that yet, but 18 had shaggy trees. These ones have ones that are, like, really fucking low to the ground. That roof is not safe. Any slanted roof is never actually safe. That's a solid wall. Okay, I thought that was spikes at the back there. Anywho, I should be able to... Will they get up on this? Is there any other houses? There is one more house over there. How far away is that? Which direction is that? That's up. I guess that's still in a direction. Let's go for it. Let's go. My thought process is this. It's up a little bit, but it's over more, which is making us move further over. And if I get over here and if I can see another house in a distance, still in the direction I'm going in, I'll go towards it. But if not, I've got at least this building. That's what I'm thinking. I also like the fact that it's kind of rendering in as I'm getting over here. But yeah, I'm looking for something over that way. There's a zombie. And there's mostly mountains. So... this is one of those, like, mostly collapsed kind of burnt building things. I'm not seeing, like, any houses peeking through the forest or anything like that. And I think I might be able to make it to another building. We're pretty close to a road. I'm going to try. Normally, if you sort of stay semi-nearish to a road, mind you, in the older versions, you can just find random buildings. Like, I found one in 1.0 on Andre's map to actually be the most interesting map you can possibly get. Is I just found one building just randomly out of the blue. Actually, I should be able to get water here. It might kill me though. Come on. Let me drink. Do I have to be on the edge? Oh wait, is this just where I can There used to just be, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to walk in and just not punch it. Why can't you get water? Maybe it's, oh, you know what it'd be? It's not about that. It's about this. Wow. Okay, hold on. There we go. Oh my god, immediately 17 jars of water. I can't believe I forgot how to do that. My God, I was the person that goes and gets the water. I am disappointed in myself. And a little bit impressed that I could forget that.